journey early.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finals of MPLMY Season 11. This is game number 4, potentially the last chance for SMG to bounce back. Or will they do so? Because this is SMG versus Todak, with Todak having the championship point.
Todak on the red side, Team SMG on the blue once more here, and immediately we see that Yums is able to get a good trade and get the regen early out from Stormy's side. Now the side lanes is where it's going to get really interesting, right? These 1v1 matchups are very mechanical based. Between Tontonan as well as Carry can all in Sasa, no problem, but Sasa must maintain distance and continue to poke Chiku guys out.
But the ability that Sasa has to maintain that distance may be what gives value to this Natan here, because having his skill 1 as a poke tool is pretty effective at him to be able to secure lane priority at the very least. And we've already talked about side lane priority in this particular matchup.
When you have side lane priority, you can start getting involved for little water fights while Sasa is just eating that light wheel. He loses so much of his HP.
But being able to survive is the key right now. And the waves are not quite crashing yet, so he's not going to lose out on too much here. We can see Sasa actually going for that mystery shop as well. So going for that magic build, as well as the Purify on 2 members this time, actually respecting Yums as compared to game number 1.
Balance needs to start moving down towards the bottom side. Like, Jigu guys, he is very vulnerable. He's not level 4, he doesn't have his first item, and neither does he have Flicker.
You would think there'd be more movement down there, actually. But Todak gonna focus on the turtle pit instead. Probably the smarter choice.
Yeah, it feels like on the top side as well, but you can see that SMG, they're trying to play a little bit more safer to actually protect the XP lane. But like you said as well, Turtle is going to be the priority coming in. And as you can see, Subway, he's already in position to pull him out. Momo already as well to react to this here. He is going to try and force a fight. Phantom Execution already expended as well. But the Numenor Blast coming from Balance is going to come in. It connects on Yums. The Floor Sweeper comes in and you do get the kill. But the Turtle still alive, getting resetted once again. SMG, do they continue? But Todak, they are still at a stalemate for now, but it is going to be the disengage coming in from both sides. While Sasa trying to steal the purple buff.
Wait,
What?
does anybody notice
That's
this?
interesting.
No way he gets away with this. He gets away with it. The Moon doesn't participate.
Oh my goodness, the Fatal Link finally comes in. He caught the countouts are coming in from Stormy. He is going to keep Subway alive and he gets out to safety, but at the expense of his own life while Todak kills him off.
Man, it was looking so good for Team SMG. Todak with a really good counter engage here, and especially from Yums. He has his Flicker. He died so early on in that fight, didn't get to use any of his spells. He comes back and is like, I'm back for vengeance.
Team SMG underestimated that respawn timer a little bit. Remember, pull yourself together. Yum is going to be able to rejoin the fight very soon onwards. It was a smart play from both teams initially. Todak actually waiting for Team SMG to engage, but because they managed to catch them out, it bought some time for Sasa to get the purple buff, and you can see that there's a lot of cross-map plays going on right now. So even though Todak won that earlier trade, Team SMG are not too behind.
Now, it feels like on the bottom side as well, SMG, they have to take advantage of what Sasa is going to be doing here down bottom. And Yums already in position to go for a surprise counter engagement as well. They're calling in Rival in, but I don't think SMG is still taking the risk. Wow, the top side, it is going to be an all-out wet noodle fight here. But eventually, it is going to be neck and neck. But nope, no one dies. It is going to be trades after trades only.
I mean, I don't think Smooth is willing to trade his Flicker for Momo's Flicker, and oh boy.
Oh boy, Smooth might be in a little bit trouble. They forced the call out on the top side here. Moon is gonna hold on with the final 10 HP, means that 0 damage coming from Subway in that fight.
We saw these two teams do the exact same thing sequentially there, with Momo trying to bait Smooth into a fight so that Moon can gank him, and then Smooth baiting Momo into a fight so that Subway can gank him. It's literally the same thing. No casualties on either side because the Cult Altar kept them alive. But I do like that Team SMG is matching up against Todak right now despite the pressure they're under.
Yeah, they're trying to be proactive here. They're trying to tell Todak that they can't just get away with absolutely everything. And now Yum's opening up the map once more.
Stormy gonna be in trouble as well. He forms the Purify and he's gonna get out. The counter Numenor Blast coming from Balance is gonna hit them. But there's no follow-up coming from SMG. looks a little bit disoriented, but Todak, they get out for scot-free.
I really don't think that the Numenon Blast was necessary. He just needs to have faith in... Smooth.
Oh no, hold that thought for now. Smooth, he's in a little bit of trouble here. He needs his teammate, misses the final slash, and Moon is gonna bait him out. He even sidesteps the slam. He steals the final slash move. He needs to run. Stormy a little bit late with the count altar. And Todak, they managed to get the ultimate, but the turtle will be stolen by Subway as a redemption point coming from SMG.
Yo, aren't the Todak players kind of cracked here? Moon, you saw his movement. He specifically stepped back because he knew the final slash was coming. They know Smooth's tendencies.
That feels
how
like
do you
an
even
anime
do that?
fight scene, isn't it? It literally defined an anime fight scene in that scenario, isn't it?
I would say the Homeboys versus SMG one was probably a little bit more like the anime fight scene. This one in particular, I think, at least with Moon, he anticipates things, right? When there's too many factors involved, he can only focus on so many things at once. So he relieves that role to the rest of his team. But when it gets into these like 2v1 advantage pushes, when it comes down to the 2v2s, that's when he really shines. He's great at skirmishing.
Yep, and now Subway gonna be in a little trouble as well. Todak is thinking if they want to go for the dive here. Subway tries to clear the minions. He's overextending a little bit here, but the turret is gonna fall. Yums tries to go for a fatal lane. He is gonna get out scot-free, but middle lane as well. SMG, they are gonna try and train an inhibitor as well, but Momo is getting pulled back. He will be flickering out of there, while SMG still struggling to find a pick of themselves. They are trying to keep up.
This is some nice gameplay from Team SMG, actually. Really good mechanics from Subway to avoid the fatal links, causing Yums to miss it, and then forcing the tower take into Tier 1 using the ult from Natan. We're actually seeing Sasa make pretty good use of this hero to avoid attacks. Should
be able to secure this turret eventually, and I don't know, this is starting to get a little dicey. Subway's staying a little too long.
Wait a minute, Moon. He is feeling a little bit confident here, but at the same time, I really like the blocks coming from Todak to actually save Chiku, guys. But as soon as I say this, top side, Smooth, wait for the combo, drops him down low, but Chiku, he will survive this.
This carry is already so farmed. We actually saw it in the gold rankings earlier. He is way ahead of Sasa, even though both of them have basically not interacted with the game. I don't know how Chico guys does it, but he's able to find farm all across the map so quickly. So even though Smooth actually had a really nice engagement there, it still wasn't enough.
Yup, Rival now going to be pulled back once again. He is in position. He does have the heavy spin. He forces the Numenon Blast and finally pops it to cancel it off. But SMG is getting pulled back here. Rival will be bursted down. That means Turtle freely gonna be easily taken by Subway now with the retribution, unless Momo steals it. Okay, no, not happening. Not happening, Momo. Not happening.
Beautifully done by Team SMG. They secured the neutral objective, but they also wanted to make sure that they didn't actually get into this turtle dance with Todak, because they knew that Todak was actually really split apart. And the fact that Team SMG was so condensed, they saw the information on the map and immediately pounced on the opportunity after the heavy spin timed out for Rival.
What I'm seeing is very interesting from Team SMG here is this is the most split up gameplay we have seen from them this entire series. In a lineup where they have a Pyramid. I feel like that's catching Todak off guard because they were expecting SMG to play together like they have been in the past 3 games. But now they're actually exerting macro pressure and forcing Todak to use cooldowns early.
And that's the idea. Build yourself a couple of advantages, and when you get into these altercations like right now...
Oh, Yums, he's going to be in a position as well. He hasn't baited out Purify, but he will flicker out of there. Meanwhile, Moon forced to pop the Count Altar to disengage. They reposition, but they get the Fault Altar as well. But now the Count Altar coming in from Stormy. He's going to keep him alive, and Stormy kills off Yums. Meanwhile, the Numenon Blast only catches on a 1, and that's going to be Momo, and Sasa picks him apart. 2-for-1 exchange, while Moon in a little bit more position. Smooth trying to extend this fight, but SMG, they look so much more confident compared to the previous games.
Team SMG are showing signs of life right here. Again, doing a very good job of it, forcing Todak to use cooldowns. I'm actually surprised Yums didn't go for the Fatal Links early there because he had a really good setup for it. But look, Team SMG didn't actually use their Purifies at all in that fight. They didn't care about the Fatal Links. The Cold Altar came out at a beautiful timing. And Todak backed off because they realized, oh, we have made a mistake. So that's actually them cutting their losses as well.
I think, you know, Team SMG utilizes their resources a little bit more efficiently in that fight. So I think Todak must keep in mind that even though they are at match point, they can't get desperate and they can't start making preemptive motions against Team SMG.
But hold that thought for now. Moon, oh my goodness, he's getting chunked up pretty hard here. Meanwhile, SMG, with that being said, Moon dropped down pretty low. They are in a prime position to try and bait out the Lord. Momo already in position to try and force a reaction here. Todak, they have to be quick. Moon is a little bit too far off here, while SMG still in a very, very comfortable position. But at the same time, look at top side. Chiku, guys, he's taking the tier 2s as well. This is going to be a problem. SMG, they're taunting Todak to force a reaction. Eventually, they get the kill on Chiku, guys, with 3 men up top. But the Lord, they're dropping down low. It's 2v5. Numenor Blast comes in. It connects on 4. But this Lord, do they get it? No, they don't. Todak secures it. And now Stormy, he is going to try and re-engage this fight. Sasa flanking from the top side. Can he get a kill? He goes for the out here to try and kill off Rival. He doesn't get it. No, he actually does. Sasa, he got the kill. And Stormy got the kill on Moon as well.
Beautifully played by Team SMG. They see Chiku guys split pushing up top. Todak is expecting them to play the Lord dance with them, but they send 3 members up to make sure that the carry is dead. They don't even care about the Lord. They tried to delay it so that they could make it back in time, but they weren't able to. But it didn't matter to them. This is only elemental. They don't mind losing out on it.
And now moving to the bottom side, the second last outer tower should technically fall. And now the question is whether Team SMG is going to achieve an inhibitor. We're seeing 2 Thunderbelts being already built by both Subway and as well as Smooth. And Smooth now taking Tenacity is really helping him out in these engagements, knowing that he has to just tank the damage from Moon. Chiku guys obviously can't really do too much about the true damage, but at the very least, they can stop the call altar for getting too much value.
What I do worry about though in this game is that Team SMG are very reliant on magic damage. Sasa does magic, Stormy does the damage. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Fatal Links comes in, they pull Subway in, he needs to get out. Rival catches him with the heavy spin, but no! He has the call altar from Stormy to keep them alive, so Rival is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Todak, do they help him? But now, with the heavy spin coming in, he is going to get out of safety. Smooth, however, still looking for the right moment for the final slash. Finally pops in, and here comes the Numenor Blast. It connects on them all. They get stunned, but SMG, where's the damage? They don't have it. Lancelot is nowhere to be found, but Sasa, he used his Wind of Nature. He is gonna survive, but Moon, he kills Valence, he kills Sasa, and now they are gonna look for Smooth. He's holding on, he's got the sustain. Smooth, how are you still alive? Somebody kill him. It is gonna be Momo from Todak, and they wipe 3 in the process.
Beautifully played. Beautifully played by Todak. This is what they wanted to do earlier. And again, Youm's trying to be proactive to stagger these respawn timers.
Oh no, Subway, he's gotta make something work! But Nico, he hits so hard! It's so painful! This carry is just so good. Chiku, guys, he's unkillable.
This game has just swung completely in a single minute, where Team SMG was controlling the flow of the game. A single mistake, them deciding they could prolong this fight, wait for the final slash, set it up, but then grouping up together against Todak. Such a bad idea, taking so much AoE damage, resulting in all of them dropping 1 by 1, and the magic damage weakness. I literally was just about to talk about it, and now it's rearing its ugly head. The Radiant Armors are all completed. Todak are surviving a lot of their DPS.
Yeah, they really are, and I think at this point, Sasa, he's going to need to get that Divine Glaive sooner rather than later, and it's not easy. Here we go.
Oh, Youms with the Fatal Links. They don't have the Purifies. He needs to get out. Counter comes in. Numenor Blast tries to save Stormy. Can he get out? He will. Sasa picks Rival apart.
Oh.
Now the counter comes in. Todak, they're trying to hang on, but they're slowly chipping away. The fight is splitting apart. They lose balance. They lose Smooth, and Todak now in prime position to continue it all. Look at Moon. He wants to extend this, but realizes doesn't have the health to continue.
He probably should clean up topside before heading back down here. His damage isn't too relevant against the Lord for the time being, and more importantly, Rival is still down. So if somebody decides to show up by Lord's side, then, well, guess what? It's going to be a free neutral ejective.
Oh my goodness, Chiku in a little bit of trouble. He needs to get out. He doesn't have the Wisdom of Nature, but he's got the damage. He kills him back, and Youms, he catches one more. Sasa is dead. Chiku, the man that does not die. Death fears him. Chiku, what an absolute god.
Oh, Oh my goodness. Despite everything that has been thrown at him, all the adversaries, Chiku is unrelenting in his auto attacks.
We are definitely seeing the beginning of the end right here. This whole series, whenever Todak got a lead like this, they never let go of it. And Team SMG doesn't have the scaling that is necessary to make up the difference. They need a perfect initiation here. And you have to note, it's not as if their previous initiations have been bad. Todak have just been insane. Chiku guys has been surviving all of them. And this carry continues to be a major determining factor.
Yeah, usually I don't like it when teams like to put all their eggs into one basket, but if it's going to be Chiku guys, he makes it work somehow. Like, even Moon is making sure that he's playing more of a utility style rather than looking to scale. He's trying to peel and, more importantly, keep his carry alive.
Well, the Dorn gonna be pushing down bottom lane. Wind Talker completed by Sasa. He's gonna need it to start clearing up some of these waves as Todak is sinking things and is looking to potentially end this and cement their champion title.
Chiku guys, he just got his helper as well. It feels like it's going to be a little bit of a problem. The Arch going to try to start the fight here. Lord going to be crashing in inhibitor down bottom here. This might be it. SMG, they're trying for the fight, but Yums, he catches Smooth. They force the count outer in. SMG is going to be able to disengage as well. They get him out okay for now, but the inhibitor will still fall, and Todak, they will respect this and back off for now.
Yep, it's 3 ultimates compared to only 1 being utilized by Team SMG. In terms of resources, Todak is on the downtrend, so they back off and recognize that they're going to need 1 more Lord before they put the final nail in the coffin.
That final nail in the coffin is getting pretty close, though. Todak is playing so oppressively right now. Literally not giving SMG any mistakes they could take advantage of. They know how close they are to that trophy. They can taste it. And SMG is just looking for any path back into this game they can. But even right now, looking from an outside perspective, I don't see a way to do this. They could get the perfect Numenon blast, but they don't have enough damage.
Oh boy, look at the prediction as well. Todak, 80% win rate. Oh my goodness, this seems to be, might be an over game for SMG here.
It all boils down to one fight by the Lord. If Team SMG is able to steal it away and still have enough members to defend in case Todak try to go for an overwhelming push, Team SMG recovers from the damage. If Todak is able to secure this Lord, it's basically game over here, and they can force so much out of them. So it's all about this upcoming Lord dance in the next 25 seconds.
It is all about making sure they can recover here. That Lord dance, very crucial. I do like the endless battle that Subway picked up a moment ago. He's aiming to become a physical DPS because he knows that SMG has a bit too much magic on their side, but it's also at the trade-off of his tankiness here. And Todak are very scary in that regard.
Oh, that thought for now. Top side, they are going to make an attempt onto a Subway. He needs to get out, but the Moon will kill him off with Chiku. That's so much damage coming from Todak. And now Rival going for the heavy spin. The Luminon Blast comes balance, connects on Tree, but where's the follow-up? SMG, they don't have Subway to buy time, and Todak, they will gladly back out and focus on the Lord.
What a disgusting bait coming out from Yums. He sits right outside the brush while Chiku guys is behind him inside of the brush, not showing vision. Subway goes up into the lane, thinks nothing of it. I might as well just puncture through Yums, sees what's going on, tries to get out, and Yums says, no, you used the Thorn Rose, now you must die.
Just a layered ambush from Todak, and that sets up easily for the Lord. Honestly, if Balance didn't get that 3-man Numenon blast, Todak would have ended the game right there. So still props to Team SMG for making sure that Smooth is able to get out alive. But with the final evolution of the Luminous Lord now secured by Todak, their victory seems imminent.
It feels almost inevitable here, but we'll see. We could be entirely wrong. Like Sasa, he might be he should be technically full build by now, and that should be more than enough damage to cut down on this Luminous Lord. The rest of his team, however, I don't know. Stormy, he needs to be part of this fight, and finally, this might be where they all get hit by that perfect match.
It's going to be tough as well. Yums, he's going to pull one back. Smooth is the first to fall. Stormy late with Count Altar, but the heavy spin isolates them all, and Chiku guys pick them all bit by bit. Subway's dead, Smooth is dead, Chiku's still alive, the Lord is standing as well. It's up to Stormy and Sasa, but what can he do? Balance cutting the bad lines, but no, it's over. Todak, ladies and gentlemen, they are your